Hello there, good people. Welcome to It's a Shaw Thing. I'm your host, Rob Shaw, here to talk a little NFL football. Lots of excitement this past weekend. Big surprise ending with Vince Young. Or really, should we be surprised is the big question, I guess. But let's move on and talk about three players moving up and three players moving down in the fantasy football scene. We start off at quarterback with Vince Young. What a performance we saw from this young quarterback. 387 yards passing from a quarterback known for moving with his feet. And he had one touchdown, and it was a big one with 0 left on the clock. He also had 8 rushing yards, really just for kicks and giggles. But what a great performance from Vince Young. This is like the 5th time in a row now. He's been great. I've been saying it all along. Pick this guy up at least as your backup. I'm telling you, he's going to give you some fantasy value. If not with the arm, he'll move with the legs. As far as a quarterback moving down, Carson Palmer with a nice win against the Browns, but this is not the fantasy juggernaut that we remember from years past. He's a very different quarterback, a little more conservative, all about pushing the ball on the ground and winning the games, and he's doing that, yeah. So he's a winner in reality, but not in fantasy. Not with 110 passing yards, 1 touchdown, though he did surprise us with 15 rushing yards. So Carson Palmer, a guy that I'm definitely trading right now, or even considering benching for someone like Vince Young. We move on to the running back position. Justin Forsett. There were some rumors coming in with Seattle that Julius Jones would be back in the mix, but Forsett's the guy who started, and he's the guy that finished. Jones out again with an injury. That allowed 130 yards rushing from Forsett with 2 touchdowns. Look, this guy's wanted. He's a starting running back for the rest of the season for Seattle. He's been too good. They can't bench him. They've been winning games. Justin Forsett is legit. Make sure you have him on your team. We move on to a guy moving in the wrong direction because of injuries once again. And apparently it's a different part of the ankle. I didn't realize the ankle was so big. But Michael Turner of the Atlanta Falcons went out again. He ended the day with just 12 carries for 33 yards. Jarius Norwood, that's the name to know. He had a big touchdown in this game, a big win for the Falcons. They're probably going to be without Turner for at least another week or two, so expect Turner out, Jarius Norwood in. As far as Javon Snelling, I don't think you have to worry about him anymore. We move on to the wide receiver position, and the name to know is Donald Driver, the wily old veteran. Looks like he's on pace for a 6th year in a row with over 1,000 receiving yards. He's only about 150 yards away. This is a guy who had 142 yards last weekend with a touchdown. Granted, it was against the Detroit Lions, but still, he's having a great season. He's turned back the clock here for Donald Driver. That's a guy you want on your team. And as far as a wide receiver to cut away with, Devin Hester, he ended up having a nice start to the season, but the second that Jay Cutler started sinking, this guy went down with him. Most recently, just 1 reception for 20 yards. A week before that, 18 yards receiving. Drop him. He's worth nothing right now. Tomorrow we'll be back here at opensports.com to talk a little news and notes. Until then, I'm Rob Shaw, signing off.